Each morning, you might swallow a few vitamin pills, thinking you're protecting your health. But right now, for everyday supplements could be draining your energy, stiffening your arteries, and quietly dulling your sexual vitality. And the worst part? You won't feel a thing until it's too late. I'm Dr. Kalen Desai, a senior men's health specialist with over 2 decades dedicated to vitality after 60. In my clinic here in Vadodara, I've seen hundreds of older men, disciplined, active, and health-conscious, who still came in complaining of tiredness, cold limbs, and low libido. Despite doing everything right, they felt like their spark had vanished. That mystery became my mission. After running thorough assessments, we found a quiet saboteur. It wasn't aging. It wasn't lack of effort. It was something these men trusted completely: their daily vitamins. Yes, those same supplements meant to boost health were stealthily damaging it. Now, to be clear, supplements like calcium or B12 can be essential in the right context. I've recommended them myself. But here's the critical truth. Taking high doses of some vitamins, or taking them at the wrong time, can behave like poison inside the aging body. They don't just fail to help you. They actively work against your energy, circulation, and sexual drive. And once you're over 60, your body doesn't process these nutrients the same way anymore. The risks multiply. Today, I'll walk you through the top 4 supplement offenders, common vitamins that may be sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, quietly weakening your stamina, narrowing your blood vessels, and dampening your performance. I'll name each one, explain how it damages your system, and offer safer alternatives backed by science. This isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to save you. If you care about protecting your vitality and staying sharp as you age, hit subscribe and tap the notification bell. And if this message speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can support you better. Alright, let's begin. Vitamin D. A surprising culprit. Let's start with the supplement that nearly every senior is told to take. Vitamin D is promoted as essential. Doctors recommend it, chemists push it, and it's earned the nickname Sunshine Vitamin. But here's what they don't often tell you. This trusted vitamin might be slowly draining your energy, reducing blood flow, and impacting your sexual vitality. Vitamin D does support bone health and immune function, but only in the right amount. The problem? It's fat-soluble. That means your body stores the excess instead of flushing it out, unlike vitamin C. If you're taking large daily doses and also eating fortified foods, you may be unknowingly building up toxic levels over time. This happens silently over months, and most people don't realize it until they're already feeling the effects. Once vitamin D levels in your blood rise above 150 nanograms per milliliter, a dangerous process begins. Calcium levels spike. Kidneys get overworked. Your nervous system starts to misfire. What began as fatigue and mild numbness can escalate into something much more serious. Let me tell you about Mr. Gopal, a retired schoolteacher from Surat. He came in looking pale and confused. His wife said he'd been forgetful, constantly thirsty, and too tired to even read the newspaper. We learned he had been getting repeated high-dose vitamin D3 injections, over 4 million IUs total. When we checked his blood, his vitamin D was 306 nanograms per milliliter, more than 6 times the safe limit. His kidneys were in acute distress. His calcium was dangerously high. His parathyroid hormone, the body's natural calcium regulator, had nearly shut down. He was admitted immediately and needed careful monitoring. Even after stopping the supplements, his recovery took 7 long months. Excess vitamin D raises calcium in the blood, a condition called hypercalcemia. But it doesn't stop there. It disturbs hormones, stiffens blood vessels, and slows blood circulation, especially in areas vital to sexual function. Here's what happens. Your brain's hormone center, the pituitary gland, becomes impaired. This leads to lower production of luteinizing hormone, which signals your body to make testosterone. As testosterone drops, so do energy, arousal, and endurance. At the same time, excess calcium settles into the walls of blood vessels, making them less flexible. That restricts blood flow, especially to the pelvic region. Result: weaker arousal, sluggish performance, and reduced stamina. On top of that, your nervous system becomes destabilized. You may start noticing brain fog, poor sleep, or lack of drive. And your kidneys? They're overloaded. That throws off your electrolyte balance, making it harder to regulate blood pressure, stay hydrated, or even maintain muscle function, all essential for healthy intimacy and daily energy. Most people only hear about low vitamin D being linked to erectile dysfunction. But too much of it creates a different, more subtle danger. It's long-term, harder to notice, and often mistaken for just aging. And here's why it's so easy to overdose. Go to any chemist and pick up a bottle. You'll find pills with 10,000, even 50,000 IU per dose, more than 10 times what's recommended for men over 70, which is just 800 IU daily. Many take these pills daily without testing. They add a multivitamin in the morning, a bone tablet in the afternoon, and a vitamin D booster at night, completely unaware they're stacking toxic levels. Even worse, some over-the-counter supplements don't match their labels. Lab tests have shown certain brands contain more vitamin D than they claim. So even if you're being cautious, you could still be overdosing without knowing. The safe upper limit for daily vitamin D intake is 4,000 IU. But most men over 60 do just fine with 1,000 to 2,000 IU, only after checking their levels. Before taking your next dose, ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. Don't rely on guesswork. Know your number. Adjust accordingly with professional guidance. And here's the question: are you currently taking vitamin D? If yes, do you know exactly how much you're taking, including from multivitamins and fortified foods? Share your routine in the comments. Your story could help someone else catch a hidden problem before it's too late. And if this helped you, hit that like button to support others on their health journey. Next, we'll discuss another common supplement. This one's often hidden in multivitamins and even energy drinks. It's quietly damaging your nerves, disturbing balance, and draining your stamina. I'm talking about vitamin A, and you won't want to miss this. Vitamin A. The hidden threat behind the glow. You might be popping a vitamin A capsule each morning, thinking it's doing wonders for your eyes. But what if that very supplement is slowly straining your liver, zapping your energy, and creating distance between you and your partner? Vitamin A enjoys a spotless reputation. It's hailed for enhancing vision, boosting immunity, improving skin, and slowing aging. It's one of the top recommendations for seniors aiming to preserve their health. But the less spoken reality is far more concerning. As a fat-soluble vitamin, your body stores the excess instead of flushing it out like it does with water-soluble vitamins. Over time, your liver becomes overwhelmed. No warning signals, no pain, no red flags, just a quiet buildup that starts tampering with your organs, hormones, and intimate life. Let me share a real case from my clinic. A 65-year-old gentleman, Mr. Irvind, came in exhausted, with joint discomfort and growing emotional distance from his wife. He had been taking 25,000 IU of vitamin A daily, believing it would keep his skin youthful and slow the clock. But his lab reports revealed the opposite. Liver enzymes sky high, vitamin A levels triple the safe range, and testosterone drastically low. What hit him hardest wasn't the nausea or foggy thinking, it was the strain on his marriage. After halting the supplements, his liver took half a year to start recovering, but his sexual health took even longer to bounce back. And unfortunately, this isn't an isolated case. This quiet crisis is unfolding across India. Toxic vitamin A disrupts retinoid metabolism, damaging cells from within. In men, it begins in the liver, where accumulation causes inflammation and scarring, hampering key protein and hormone regulation. This inflammation lowers sex hormone-binding globulin, affecting testosterone production and availability. Blood vessel health declines, circulation worsens, and blood flow to vital organs, including those that support sexual function, slows. You don't need a drawer full of supplements to meet your vitamin A needs. One medium carrot, yes, just one, offers nearly twice the daily requirement. And this natural form is easily absorbed and regulated. But here's where many seniors falter. You buy a supplement promising better vision or glowing skin. It boldly claims vitamin A 25,000 IU. That's over 8 times your daily requirement. Add a multivitamin and you're unknowingly flooding your system. Unlike vitamin C or B-complex, excess A doesn't get flushed, it accumulates in your liver silently. And the symptoms? Fatigue, aches, waning intimacy, they don't feel like toxicity. They feel like aging. That's what makes the danger so insidious. Supplement companies won't sound the alarm. Their focus is on selling high-dose pills with enticing words like anti-aging and immune support. But they skip the fine print about fat-soluble buildup. That's where we, as doctors, need to intervene. We must steer patients away from synthetic hype and back toward what truly supports longevity. If you're on a vitamin A supplement, pause. Examine the label, check the dose, and speak to your doctor. Iron. The heavy metal you didn't know was hurting you now. Let's talk about something that isn't a vitamin at all, it's a mineral. A mineral many associate with vitality, but when consumed excessively, it can settle in your brain, liver, and reproductive organs, silently undermining your sexual health. Iron is marketed as the ultimate cure for tiredness. It's featured prominently in multivitamins, energy boosters, and post-surgical recovery supplements aimed at older men. The narrative is compelling. If you're feeling weak, add more iron. After all, iron supports oxygen transport and prevents anemia. But here's the twist, most older men in good health don't need extra iron. In fact, many already have too much. And unlike other nutrients, iron has no easy exit route from the body. When levels rise, the metal is stored deep in the liver, pancreas, and heart, where it quietly becomes toxic. This condition, hemochromatosis, is surprisingly common among men. Why? Because men lack a natural method of shedding iron regularly, unlike women who lose iron during menstruation. Plus, as testosterone levels drop with age, the body's ability to regulate iron decreases. The result? That extra iron behaves like internal rust, attacking your cells, clogging circulation, and disrupting hormone production. Energy slumps, mood dips, libido vanishes, and again, it doesn't feel like iron poisoning. It just feels like aging. Let me tell you about Mr. Sanjay, a 68-year-old retired engineer from Pune. Following a minor operation, he started taking 65 milligrams of iron daily to speed up healing. Feeling sluggish, he continued the supplement. Months passed. Then came joint pain, bronzed skin, disinterest in hobbies, and declining mental sharpness. He became withdrawn and irritable. His blood work revealed the truth. Ferritin at 2,400, normal is 30 to 400, transferrin saturation at 85%, normal is 20 to 50%. An MRI showed heavy iron deposits in his liver and pancreas. His fatigue wasn't from aging, it was from drowning in iron. Over 18 months, Sanjay consumed nearly 23,700 milligrams of elemental iron from just one supplement. Combine that with red meat and iron-fortified food, and his intake skyrocketed. Like many seniors, he truly believed he was helping himself. There's no natural way to excrete excess iron, it stays in your organs. As you age, your hepcidin hormone weakens, allowing even more iron absorption. Declining testosterone and low-grade inflammation make it worse. This surplus iron triggers the Fenton reaction, generating free radicals that destroy healthy cells. Slowly, your body suffers, circulation falters, energy dips, and hormonal balance crumbles. Men over 60 only need 8 milligrams of iron per day. Yet many supplements offer 18, 35, or even 65 milligrams. Add vitamin C, which enhances iron absorption, and your body becomes a storage facility. Sanjay's treatment? Weekly blood removal for over a year. It took 14 months just to normalize his iron levels. But the emotional toll hit harder. I thought I was doing the right thing, he told me. Instead, I damaged the years I'd waited my whole life to enjoy. The iron left scars, permanent liver damage, daily fatigue, intimacy struggles, and low self-esteem, all from a supplement he trusted. Vitamin B6. When nerve help turns harmful, let's move to another unsuspecting culprit, vitamin B6. Found in almost every supplement on the market, it's branded as essential for nerve health, mood, and brain function. For decades, it's been considered safe, especially since it's water-soluble. The belief, if you take too much, your body will simply pee it out. That comforting myth has silently led countless Indian seniors into long-term nerve damage. This isn't a synthetic drug. It's a basic vitamin. Yet, it can steal your strength, reduce sensation, and dull your vitality. Vitamin B6, especially in its synthetic form, pyridoxine, is the only B vitamin that causes irreversible nerve damage at high doses. And the harm doesn't appear overnight. It builds over time, quietly. Consider Mr. Niraj, a 72-year-old retired accountant from Ahmedabad. He began taking 100 milligrams of B6 daily to counter mild finger numbness. Convinced by supplement ads promoting B6 for nerve support, he stuck with it. Within months, that numbness became a burning sensation in his hands and feet. His muscles weakened. He struggled just to cross his kitchen. Blood tests showed B6 levels at 896 mol/L, 4 times the upper limit. The diagnosis? Axonal sensory neuropathy. His nerve fibers were dying. And the trigger? His trusted supplement. Just 100 milligrams a day, double what many products offer, was enough to cause lasting damage. Research now shows toxicity can develop at just 25 milligrams daily if taken for long periods. The science is sobering. Excess pyridoxine blocks pyridoxal kinase, the enzyme needed to activate B6. This leads to tissue saturation with inactive B6 while your body remains deficient in the usable form. This imbalance disrupts how nerves transmit signals, especially those regulated by GABA. The result is excitotoxicity. Nerves literally burn out. Worse still, this affects peripheral nerves responsible for movement and touch, not the brain. So, symptoms feel vague. Fatigue, tingling, weakness. Many seniors brush it off as arthritis or old shoes. But often, the cause is sitting in the medicine cabinet. And the delay in symptoms is part of the problem. Some people show signs in 3 months. Others not for decades. But when symptoms hit, they're hard to reverse. Mr. Niraj believed he was doing right. But when he stopped the supplement, symptoms worsened before they got better. That's coasting, where damage continues after exposure ends. It took him 18 months to regain basic strength. His fingertips never fully recovered. He once wrote long letters to his grandkids. Now he struggles to hold a pen. In India, few seniors know that the safe limit is 100 milligrams per day. Europe now recommends just 12 milligrams. Why? Because harm can occur at even lower doses. Most men need just 1.7 milligrams daily. That's easily obtained through food. Yet some pills provide 25, 50, even 100 milligrams at once. Add energy drinks and multivitamins, and you've crossed the danger line. Check your bottles, multivitamins, nerve aids, energy boosters. Look for pyridoxine or vitamin B6. Add up the milligrams. If it's over 25 milligrams daily, reduce it. Watch for numbness, tingling, burning, or weakness. These are early warnings. Ask your doctor for a blood test. Anything over 200 mol/L is a red flag. Then pivot to food. Poultry, fish, bananas. These provide what you need safely, without risk. You've just seen how 4 common supplements, vitamin A, iron, vitamin B6, and yes, even D, can gradually drain your energy, disrupt circulation, and damage intimacy. But what's the core issue here? It's not the nutrients. Your body needs them. The problem is in the delivery. Synthetic supplements bypass the natural balance your body depends on. Whole foods don't do this. Your body understands real food. Nutrients from whole foods come packaged with cofactors, enzymes, and natural regulators that help you absorb what you need. No more, no less. Food contains safeguards. Your gut naturally limits nutrient absorption. For example, spinach is rich in iron, but your body only absorbs what it needs, helped by the vitamin C and fiber already in the plant. You don't get that balance in a pill. Whole foods also bring protective compounds like antioxidants and fiber. Nutrients appear in ratios your body expects, not megadoses. This keeps your body in equilibrium. Supplements? They often deliver isolated chemicals that overwhelm your systems. Some even cancel each other out, like too much zinc blocking copper. So how do you reclaim health through food? Here's how. For energy, wild-caught salmon and mackerel, packed with B vitamins, omega-3s, and CoQ10. Grass-fed liver, high in B12 and iron. Organic eggs, choline and protein-rich. Colorful veggies, carrots, peppers to enhance blood flow. Add these circulation boosters. Dark leafy greens like spinach and methi, fenugreek, which are rich in natural nitrates that help relax and widen blood vessels. Beetroot, a proven nitric oxide enhancer that supports healthier blood pressure and better circulation. Pomegranate, packed with antioxidants that guard your arteries and improve vascular function. Dark chocolate, at least 85% cocoa, full of flavonoids that strengthen blood vessel walls and enhance overall blood flow. To reignite sexual vitality, include oysters, rich in zinc and amino acids that help spark testosterone production and boost libido. Avocados, a great source of healthy fats essential for maintaining hormonal balance. Walnuts, which supply omega-3 fatty acids and arginine, both key for increasing nitric oxide and blood supply to sensitive areas. Watermelon, a natural provider of citrulline, which the body converts into nitric oxide, helping improve erection quality. For full body strength and aging support after 60, don't miss out on fermented foods like homemade curd, congee, or pickled vegetables to support gut health and boost vitamin K2 levels. Bone broth, loaded with collagen, which helps keep joints flexible and skin firm. Seasonal berries, such as jamon or strawberries, known for their powerful antioxidant and anti-aging effects. Healing spices like haldi, turmeric, adrak, ginger, and lacin, garlic, widely recognized for reducing inflammation and supporting immunity. Every nutrient packed into those synthetic capsules exists naturally in food, delivered in a form your body understands, absorbs with ease, and uses effectively. When you choose real food, you're choosing vitality with safety. This approach helps you rebuild stamina, restore blood flow, and revive the spark in your body without the silent risks that often come with supplement overuse. So, as you reconsider your supplement shelf, pause and reflect. What's one change you're ready to make starting tomorrow? Maybe it's replacing your high-dose multivitamin with a bowl of leafy sabzi, or swapping that synthetic pill for a pomegranate. Just one small action, write it down. That's how new momentum is born. If this message spoke to you, if you felt even a flicker of recognition, go ahead and drop a comment. I read every one. You're not walking this path alone. And if this resonated, give it a like. That simple click helps others, seniors just like you, find truth, clarity, and hope. Subscribe and join our growing family here at Harmonic Health Seniors, where we simplify science, respect the wisdom of aging, and bring real health within reach. Tiredness isn't something you must accept. Poor circulation doesn't have to be your new normal. And that fading sense of connection with your partner is not the end. You are not too far gone. You are not too old. You can take your energy back. You can reclaim your vitality. You can feel alive again. And we're doing it together.